I love a good intro.
What is up? It is Wednesday. We are here in the inner circle. We have a full house tonight. You know, we got the juice today. We got so many people on this.
Yes, full house, crowded. We got some cool people up in the circle today.
Yeah.
You know, we a little scrunched up right now, but we still cute. We still all cute, and we all still gonna put on a good show for you guys. But first of all, what's up? Welcome everybody. What's up,
Hey,
Yes.
Miss?
Hi.
Haha. First, girl Michelle. What's up? How you been?
I've been tired. I've been
Working,
overworked. I have been
working.
overworked. I've been stressed. I've been everything.
Yes.
Crazy.
I know we could definitely all relate to that. We all been working.
hmm
Everybody been working their behind off. You know,
Yeah.
with everything.
And summer's
listen.
not even here. Like,
I know, but summer's not here. But you know what is here? Spring. Wasn't today the first
oh,
day of
yes.
spring?
Yes. Yesterday
Yesterday,
was the first day of
Oh,
spring.
yesterday,
yes, that was some nice stuff.
yesterday at 5 o'clock to be exact.
Exactly. Yep. I think I was hearing it on the radio because on my way to work every day, I listen to like this New York radio station, Hot 97, I believe, and they were talking about it. Today
Hey,
is the actual full first day of spring, but it did start yesterday afternoon.
yeah.
So, you know what? And you know what happens when the sun comes out? People don't know how to act up. Look at me already, already my sleeves out and everything. You know, the sun's out,
For real.
sun's out. We nobody knows how to behave. Everybody's putting out them shorts and wearing
I'm
Yeah.
not mad at that though.
them. But
That's not bad.
yeah, no, hell no. I honestly, I would definitely live somewhere where it's nice and warm all the time. I wouldn't mind it. I would not mind it
Yeah.
at all. So, that being said, welcome Taylor. Taylor from Tea with Taylor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to my good friend Joanna. First time in the inner circle. How you guys doing? Everything's good.
Can't
Everything's
complain.
good.
Yeah.
How was your?
I've been like just like hitting it like burning the candle at both ends lately.
Yep,
So
yep.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna complain because God never gives you more than you can handle.
That is
But
true.
listen, I on top of working in fitness, I told myself, oh, let me just be an entrepreneur. That'll be nice, right?
Mm.
No, it's not.
Nope.
But like, I'm grateful. So, yeah, like Joanna said, I'm tired, but I'm grateful.
You're grateful to be able to have opportunities, you know, to
Exactly.
do things. So,
Exactly.
but yeah. So obviously, with first time we got a new guest coming on, we like to play a little game of um, two truths and a lie.
Whew. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just play it before. Our guests are gonna take turns saying three statements. Two of them are gonna be a truth, and one of them is gonna be a lie. We have to figure out which one is the lie. This is an opportunity for us to get to know our guests, for you guys to get to know our guests, and let's go. I think Taylor was gonna go first. I think that's what we agreed on. Did we not?
You know what? I mean, sure. I will volunteer as tribute. I'll volunteer as tribute.
You want? So you want to go first? Oh, we're gonna get because
No.
I know you say you want to go ladies first, but I don't know, Joanna. Are you ready? Do you feel confident?
Uh, I think I have a couple of. Was thinking hard about it.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Let's
Let's
go. Let's
go.
do
Let's
it.
go. Let's put it out there. What do you got?
Um, so two truth and a lie.
Okay.
Um, I was gonna put it on my age.
Okay.
The two truth. Um, I'm 34.
Okay.
I'm 34, and I look 25.
Okay.
But it's on my ID. It says I'm 48. So which one's the truth and which one's a lie?
Wait. What?
I
You
think this
get
is
it?
like, I feel like this topic is so like,
I feel.
Hold on,
Yeah. I
wait,
feel. Hold on
wait.
one second. Hold on one second. Let's. I felt like that was a whole statement. Taylor, you want to go first? Let's go. Taylor, go first.
That was like a riddle.
Yeah.
It was a riddle.
Well, you
Um,
said you have to guess which ones are truth and
Yeah.
which one is lie. So one of those three is a lie.
Not
Ivan
25.
knows the truth, so just be quiet, Ivan. Just
Well,
be quiet.
and so you want me to guess what the answer is on that one? You're 34?
Look at that, Ivan. Shut up, Ivan. Don't say nothing.
I didn't say anything. I'm just trying to adjust my screen on here. I'm minding my own business.
I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, that one. Let's go with the 34. Sure.
How about you,
That
Michelle?
one's the lie.
I'm gonna say the truth is you look 25 because Spanish people and Black people, they got the good genes.
Hey,
Black
let them know.
and
Let them know.
and you're 48 or 40, whatever he said.
48. Michelle's right.
Michelle's right.
Michelle's right.
You know what? That is something I do not like to talk to females about. Is
I don't want to
age.
talk to anyone
I
about
do.
it.
I know, or anybody. That's why I'm like,
Right.
no, I know, but it's one of those things where, it's one of those things where I was in a situation, not to get off topic, but where, have you guys ever mistaken somebody for being pregnant and them not being pregnant?
Oh my god. No.
I have. That's one of the things that you don't talk about. You don't talk about whether you think they're pregnant, and you don't try to guess a female's age. That's two things that I definitely have learned through experience, or just not to do. So yeah, so there was a friend where we were all having a cookout, and I said, "Oh, how many months are you?" And she was
Oh,
like,
no.
"I'm not
You
pregnant."
did not.
No.
I did.
just-
I did. I
my
did.
god.
I did.
I've been doing that though. I can see I've been doing that because he's like the type that wants to like have conversations and
Yes.
stuff.
The worst thing that
I'm like-
I hate awkward like silence, or like just like awkwardness when no conversation is going. So I always try to make a conversation.
True.
So she was just standing next to me, and I'm like, "Oh, how many months are you?" And she was like, "I'm not pregnant." I was like, I wanted to sink in my chair. My chair wasn't deep enough for me to like sink myself in. Like my body was still hanging out, and I'm like, "Why is my leg still hanging out?" Like I want to be inside this couch right now. So
Yo, I agree. Well, you learned your lesson the hard way.
female. I am that female. I have my daughter.
Mm,
I went back to work and I worked with patients. So they go for touching your belly.
mm.
And I was still on the post, after having a baby, you're
Yeah.
still swollen. And this lady just said, "Oh, how many months are you?" And I was like, "No, I just had a baby 2 months ago. I had a C-section, so I'm still swollen."
Oh.
And she's like, you can see that she was like, "I'm so sorry." Like her face just dropped. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
What do you even say when you're in that situation? What do you even say? You can't like,
I
hey,
tell
I'm
them
not
the truth.
pregnant.
I tell them the truth. I just had a baby. Or no, I'm not pregnant. I'm fat.
Like I
I
said,
have
that's
no
how I
shame.
felt. I felt like she was about to say, like, "No, I'm not pregnant. I'm just big," but I wanted to die. I was like, if this is a day, just let it be right now, so I don't gotta
You're
embarrass
right.
myself. Please,
Please.
just let me just pass out or something, just so I can like make
No,
an
you
excuse.
could have did a little fake pass out.
I
moment.
know.
Just like, oh,
Oh,
like
look,
a
you
little,
passed out. What was
a little
happening?
fake, yeah.
So yeah, so that's that. So Taylor,
Hmm.
your two truths and a lie.
Oh boy. Okay. Huh. All right. I'm gonna take a page from Joanna's book real quick. I am 35. I have my own podcast.
I know you too well. Go ahead.
I know you do. I would trust.
I'm
you
like,
can't.
I know both of you guys, so both of them were like
Yeah,
easy for me.
you don't count.
I
Ivan. You
can't
just-
play. I know both of
Yeah,
them.
you can't play. You know it too well.
All right. Go
I'm 35. I have my own podcast. My dog's name is Molly.
What's your dog's name?
Molly.
Molly. I go for the broadcast and Molly.
Those are the truth.
You're saying those are the truths?
I hope.
Okay.
Michelle, what do you
I
think?
I don't want to say over 35.
Because Michelle, I think Michelle knows you well. Like she knows you enough to, well, no, to kind of
Not
figure it
enough.
out.
I mean,
don't
you
know
might know this actually, Michelle.
35, but I might be mistaken because black don't crack. So
You're not close enough to the camera to see if you're an old, good-looking fellow or still young.
Good. Let's keep it that way. No, but you were right, Joanna. The other two were true. I'm not 35. I'm 30. I'll be 31 in December.
How old are you, Michelle? I thought we were talking about age.
I'm 27.
Michelle, you don't ask female her age. It's not on camera when everybody's watching.
I'm getting
Don't
old.
do that. I'm not pregnant.
You did not
You
even.
look good. You look good. We Spanish people look good.
Yes.
John said he ain't got no dog. I'm like, yo, she's behind the camera right now, just grilling me.
Yes. Talking about John. Sorry, everybody watching. I didn't neglect you. I know usually we say hi to you guys when we start the show. So what's up, John? Thanks for waiting. Ashley, what's up, Ashley?
Oh, Ashley, thank you.
John said, yeah, he ain't got no dog. Age is only a number. Yes, we agree with that. Age is only a number.
Facts.
We also have ducks for you on YouTube. I'm gonna share this. Thank you, Ivan, Michelle, and special guest. She said hi. Hello, everyone. Sorry, it's a bit crowded. It's a crowded house tonight, and we're trying to all talk. So sorry, I neglected you guys. So, Women's History Month. Yes. So it's still March. Women's History Month is still going on. Thank you to all international women out there, women that have made a difference in our history, women that currently still making a difference in our lives, women who are still striving to be the first of everything in their family, in their upbringing. Cheers to all of them trying to make a difference for themselves and for their families, and for those single moms, some single women out there who still be working, still trying to provide, and still trying to make a difference in their children's lives.
Yep.
So, with that being said, any influential woman that you know that doesn't really get maybe the praise that they deserve, or any influential woman for yourselves that you find?
I have a few that come to mind, actually.
Who's one of those?
Oh man, I mean, okay. So since I knew you were gonna ask this, I kind of the first thing I thought of, I went instantly to history,
Yep.
The older peoples who paved ways, like Shirley Chisholm, because I always talk about Shirley Chisholm.
Yep.
And for people who don't know, she was the first Black woman to be elected into Congress. But I really think that like you said, some people to name someone who doesn't get enough recognition. I think the person that I thought of when I heard that is totally different. I mean, some people might think she gets a lot of recognition, but Solange Knowles, Angela Bassett, there's a few people, but I'm gonna stick with Solange because I feel like she does so much more than just being a singer or just being a model or just being an artist. She's created foundations for up and coming creatives and artists without even putting her name on it. She does a lot of charity work. She gives back to the community a lot, low key, and she doesn't talk about it. The only reason I know is because I did a deep dive on her after I found out that she created a foundation for up and coming artists to exhibit their work without charging them. And that's a big deal for artists because they go through a lot.
Yep.
And a lot of artists are not making a lot of money right away. So that alone, I was just Solange deserves her flowers for that. She's doing it, and she's created her own platform, and then is behind the scenes like still making moves for everybody else. So I think she's a phenomenal one.
And Solange being Beyonce's sister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and she took her own route to do it too. Like she's not trying to be Beyonce. She's Solange.
Yep. Okay.
So I respect her for that.
Yeah.
How about you, Joanna? Any female influential figure in your life that you feel maybe might not get recognition?
I didn't think you were gonna say didn't get recognition.
Oh no, it doesn't have to necessarily mean that. That was just like maybe somebody like in that like maybe somebody that doesn't get recognition, maybe somebody that does get recognition. It doesn't necessarily mean like I'm just talking just to talk, but you interpret it the way you want to interpret it, you know? Huh?
I answer your question.
Who was it?
Well, one, everybody I think can agree their mother is like a person that my mom.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, because my mom is Dominican. She's Spanish. She worked hard. She took care of all these babies that are teachers now, police officers. Like my mom is like the mom you want to babysit your kid so they could grow up to be decent people.
Yeah.
And everybody loves their cooking. So Ivan, one day you said that.
Yes.
So I have to put that lady up front for me.
Oh.
But I always look at sports and like people, Spanish people, like I don't think a lot of people like Celia Cruz. She's my lady. That woman.
Azúcar.
Oh my God.
You know what he's talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like she's Emmys, records, everybody. If you ever got to meet her, you're like, what? I got to meet her once and it was amazing. I mean, she was like all the way over there, but it was like she was over here,
Celia Cruz is everything.
Yeah.
Huh?
She's gonna be on the quarter.
Is she on the U.S. quarter?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They're putting her on the quarter. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It was one of my hot topics for my podcast.
Oh nice. There you go.
Yeah.
Tune in if you want to watch. If you want to know more about it. Tina Taylor.
There's also a woman that, because I like notice women that make a difference and make that goal of being more than what they can. They work hard to get where they want to go and everything. Yep. And only two young people stick to my mind, and I admire them for what they do. Obviously, everybody knows Rhonda. She's my girl. MMA.
Ronda Rousey.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. I mean, look, she
with the armbar,
martial artist, judo. She has her own game. She's in WWE now. Yeah. She's in movies. Like she's gone far. She's gone far.
That's true. Have to, that's true. That.
She got to work on her acting though in WWE, because I'll be watching that and I'm like, somebody please don't give this girl a mic. What are you guys doing? You're ruining her career. Nah.
But she's a badass.
No, she is. Like I like the whole character. And no, I'm not gonna lie. Like when she made the switch over to WWE, I did start watching it again because of her. Like just the entertainment aspect. Like oh shit, like she plays this badass on UFC. Like as a character, like that's gonna be great. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I used to watch her in MMA, so that's how I knew about her, because I watch MMA, and she was like really good fighter and everything.
Honestly, she is a really good fighter, though.
Yeah, she is.
She's not like the Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
I think she won the UFC champion something. She was the first female to win that. So that's why I
Oh,
was like, oh shoot, this girl,
what?
forget about the belt. She got like championship Olympian thing.
Yep.
Um, and my second person, a lot of people don't know about her, but she's beautiful. She does something that guys don't do,
Wow.
like I did when I was young. And
Oh,
her name is Danica?
oh, Danica.
Danica, the racer, car racer.
Yes, yes.
Oh my God, she's beautiful,
She
beautiful,
is.
and she's so like I
Her
would never
hair is
tell how high.
luxurious.
So I'll die next to her if I was the
Yo,
passenger.
how she
She
put
is
on a
hot.
helmet? How she put on a helmet and then takes off her helmet and look like she in a Pantene commercial? Like, oh hi,
Like what?
hello. I'm like, what? Come on now, Danica. Come on now.
Jeez, when I saw her, I was like, "What? Is that a girl? What?" And I was like, "Oh no, now they're going car racing. That's another thing we can do.
Mhm,
Another
mhm.
thing." So I
Oh.
like
Yeah,
women when they do things, when they
Yeah.
go beyond and say, I could do that too. And then the thing is, they become champions and win, you know, championships and Olympians and stuff like that. Like she won. She's good too. I'll
Hey,
be scared to
I
tell
love
her.
I love hearing stories about women like that. You know, like we need to hear more of them. You know, 'cause they inspire young women to do it. What about you, Michelle? Do you have anybody that like inspires you, or somebody that's like an influential person that you feel? Because I know we got a couple people that wrote some on.
I know, I'm not sure. I obviously was not here. I had to step out real quick. But recently, that I have been like really focusing on is Selena Gomez and
Oh,
how she has over 400 million followers versus Kylie
Mm.
uh Jenner. And it's like it goes to show you that you don't have to have your body like remade and you have to like be pretty dolled up and all that other stuff for you to get attention. Like Selena Gomez is like as natural as it comes. Like she does not care. She whenever she's depressed, like she like tells the world that she's depressed and then she like goes through what she needs to go through. And it's like I feel like a lot of females should look up to Selena Gomez and see like
yeah.
Yeah.
she has
I
Yeah.
more
agree with
followers
that.
than Jenner. Like, why are we following Kylie Jenner? Let's follow Selena Gomez. That's all natural. That's look at her. Like, she's doing way better than
I
Kylie.
agree.
And I
Yes.
feel like she does promote that as well, as like not showing so much of her body, you know, like and like because I know she I think she was going through something with like body shaming, like people body shaming her because she was
Yeah.
gaining weight and everything like that. But
Yeah,
you know, like she's strong and she is a great definition of a role model for our youngs. Like, you know, she's not
It's
about
like
exposing
she.
herself. She's just being herself, and she, like Michelle said, like she basically showing that you don't need to show your body. You don't need to be naked all the
It's
time.
classy.
You don't need to be provocative, and you can still have the same popularity as like all these other ones that are basically pretty much like selling their body for publicity.
hmm
I
So,
watched her cooking show. She has a cooking
oh
show.
yes, that was so
Yeah.
cute. No,
She
so okay,
learning how to cook and everything.
so for me, like, like just real quick, Michelle, I feel like um, Selena Gomez is like this generation, give or take, this generation's like Jessica Simpson, like, because there was the Britney Spears, there was the Christina Aguilera, and then there was Jessica Simpson, and Christina and Britney were both doing the like, oh baby, like sexy thing, and Christine and Jessica Simpson was around the same time as them. She had a great voice, she had a great career. I mean, she didn't portray herself very smart,
yeah,
but she was not about being provocative and showing her body and all that. And she still had a great career for a long time. And I
yeah.
think like Selena Gomez is kind of like she fits in that role now. Out of all the like top like female singers right now, like she fits
Yeah.
into that like, Jessica Simpson role.
Yeah, and I think she recently, I'm not sure or not, but I saw a picture surface of her in a bikini, like Selena Gomez in a bikini. And it's like she's telling the world that it's okay for your body to be how it naturally is. Like it's okay to have chichos. Like it's
Yeah,
okay.
and she was good.
Yeah.
She was good.
For real. No,
Like
and it is okay. I feel like that causes a lot of like mental health issues because people
Mhm.
when people try to like perfect their body and then people try to live up to that image and it's like I'm never gonna live up to that because I don't have that kind of money. You know, like
Yeah.
I saw a video of Cardi B walking into like her elementary school
Yo,
or
I
middle
saw
school
that. She looks
with a red
crazy.
dress, and I'm like, oh my god, her body is so small, and her hips are like all the way up here, and I'm
She
like,
looks crazy. She looks disformed.
I was like, what the hell, like. Yeah, I think that's too much, you know, and it's like I get you want to look good, but it's like at one point like looking realistic looks so much better than all that other stuff. You know, all that other
Yeah.
stuff looks good once you touch it up and then you glam it up for the camera. But
Yeah.
have you seen some of these celebrities when you with no makeup on, but they have all those big stuff in
look
their
awful.
face, and it's like
Looking crazy.
you look
Yeah.
like a fucking porcelain doll, like when it's not like painted yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you only look good when you're glammed up. Outside of that, you look like a fucking doll, like a messed up doll.
No,
you know?
sometimes they look sick without makeup. They look
Yes.
so pale and
Yes.
sick. And they have the raccoon eyes and stuff.
Come through, Annabelle.
No, no.
I've always said
Annabelle.
there's always a statement that I always like posted like here and there, which is like even the girl in the magazine is not the girl in the magazine. Like people are looking at this girl in the magazine and it's like that's not even her. Like she's photoshopped, she like everything is done to her to make her look that way.
Yep.
And people, oh my god, I want to look like this, but it's like she doesn't even look like that.
For real.
True.
Yeah.
She's
True.
even surprised at the way she looks. She's like, "Oh shit, damn, I look good."
It's a
Yeah.
whole
You know?
show.
Yeah.
What's her name? That singer that she decided not to wear makeup. Oh my god, what's her name?
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
She did say make a pledge or something about not wearing any makeup or something like
Not
that for a
wearing
while.
any
And
makeup.
she looks good.
She
And she looks
does.
good.
Yeah.
She does.
Mhm.
She does.
So she made a point and stuff. She says she only puts like little light lipstick only because you know when you sing your lips are moving and it gets dry, but
Right.
no foundation, no nothing. So that woman, that's another one.
True. Did you guys
Yeah. True.
talking about like plastic surgery and stuff? Did you guys hear about Black China like removing her filters or
Yes.
something like that, or like
Oh my
Yes.
god.
dissolving
Fillers.
her fillers
She
or whatever it's
dissolved
called?
her. Yeah.
What do you guys think
I
about what she looks like now? Like, did you guys notice a difference?
I haven't seen what she looks like
Awful.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
me
looks
too.
awful. She
What
looks
does she look
awful.
like?
She looks
She has
fake.
she has such an ugly personality. Like I don't even.
Exactly.
She was like, she's ugly with or without it. I hate her personality, and that makes
Yeah.
her ugly no matter what.
Yeah.
Where does she
Exactly.
cut her hair? First she cut her hair like all the way. Now she's not wearing like she can wear any type of wig, but she's not wearing a wig. So, but her face looks like I don't know, like her cheekbones, and then she has her boobs are like way up here. Like I don't know how they're not choking her.
Yeah.
And then her little, and then she has a humongous butt. I don't know. She looks so.
I don't know what she did, but I saw one where she was like she was gonna remove it, and it looked like she pulled her like she was like yeah, like whatever she
Yeah.
did. I was like, holy shit, that was like
Yeah.
a big ball of something there.
I'm gonna have to Google her and see what she looks like now because
Yeah.
I heard about that she dissolved them, but I haven't seen the image of what she looks like.
I mean,
I have it on Instagram, and I'm like,
Oh.
next. Sorry, but she looks awful.
yeah.
It's like there's a limit. There's a limit of what you can do to yourself. You know,
Yeah.
some people they look naturally. Get older, they still look good. But some people, when they start doing a lot of plastic surgery that they shouldn't, they look awful. They look like sometimes a monster.
And I feel when people start doing plastic surgery, they start with the intentions of just touching up little things here and there. But I feel like
Yeah.
just like tattoos, like I feel like once you get your first tattoo, they become addicting. You're like, okay, I need another one. I want another one. I want this. I feel like with
True.
plastic surgery, it becomes the same thing. Like, because I feel like nobody starts it off with be like, I want to look completely different. You know, I want to put like, you know. But I feel like it becomes so addicting that you always want to touch up a touch up. You know what I'm saying? Like you're touching up a touch up, and then it just becomes like your face becomes so deformed and so different that
True.
you become unrecognizable when people are like, "Oh shit!" Like you don't even look like the same person that you did before.
And then it's like you're just trying to like find like the perfect balance of what you want and how you look.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And I'm like, it's never gonna be exactly 100% perfect.
Yep.
Once you start messing with it surgically. So then I think people just get obsessed with perfection.
True.
Yep.
And that's Hollywood, that's social media, that's everything. Making you feel
Yep.
like you have to look perfect.
Imagine what the nursing homes are gonna look like. Like,
No, stop that.
Oh God.
I worked in the hospital, and I thought to myself that one day, that when we took care of these people, how are they gonna look? Like, are they? It's gonna be really bad when they're like 90.
Yeah.
I mean, no shade if they make it that late in life.
That's true. If you make it.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me get
Yeah.
let me get a drink for that too.
I'm just saying.
Surgery.
You did what
That's another
surgery?
story we can talk about on plastic surgery.
Oh, I know. You know what? Cause I don't know. Like, some people are against it. Some people are for it. Depending on there's different forms of plastic surgery. I feel like is Botox considered a plastic surgery?
Cosmetic.
I think Botox is cosmetic. Yeah.
Okay.
But it depends. Some people abuse it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Some people abuse it. I can say a lot about plastic surgery because I had abdominoplasty.
What is that?
And it was because I had abdominoplasty is when they do your stomach.
Okay.
But when I had my daughter, I ended up having what they call a C-section hernia. And my stomach stick out like when you look pregnant. That's when I said a patient thought that I was pregnant. And it was because I had a C-section hernia. That means your muscles that's supposed to be like this when you have a baby, it stretches out. It never went back like this. It stayed like that. So cartilage would build up right here, and it looked like I had a baby still in my belly. But the way to remove it is to have an abdominal surgery, abdominoplasty. So here, it was very hard to get it. Well, back then, it was very hard to get it. So I listened to my father, went to Dominican Republic. Yes, people, I had a badge, abdominoplasty badge. Yes, I almost died.
Oh no!
Damn!
Oh God!
And then one day I'll show you. You can be like, oh, but I learned because I did as a medical person. I did everything in the book, do things right, and I still almost died. I woke up in the middle of the surgery and look at the guy, mind me, looking at two cute guys and say, hey, you're cute in the Dominican Republic. In the middle of surgery, I almost died. I had fourth-degree burns. Like, people cannot play with plastic surgery. And this was not cosmetic to look good. It was to remove a hernia that I had in my stomach. So I went trusting Dominican Republic, trusting that the surgeon was my father's friend, and my father was chief of police, just to let you know. Like, I trusted everything was done right, but still went wrong.
Yeah.
So that's why people have to really think what they're gonna do to themselves.
And that's why I don't know if not to jump into what you were saying, but talking about like people got to be careful because you went to another country to do it as well. But most recently, I don't know if you guys heard about the four Americans that got kidnapped in Mexico. One of them was actually going over there for plastic surgery in Mexico, and they apparently got confused. Yeah, you didn't hear about it?
I didn't know that.
From North Carolina, they drove from North Carolina to Mexico because one of the females was gonna get a plastic surgery. It was, I believe, 3 females and three males and 1 female. One female, right? And then so they got confused. So the cartel over there confused them with Haitians. That I guess that have been coming around, and I guess I'm not sure if they've been like stealing some of their drugs or whatever it is, something with the Haitians people that they've been like looking out for them.
Oh yeah.
So they confused the black Americans with Haitians, and then they ended up like hijacking
Ram.
them. They tortured them. 2 of them ended up dying, and then 2 of them
Yeah.
got returned.
What?
And then yeah, you didn't hear about this? Oh
And
God!
then the
No.
cartel.
I should have.
The
See,
cartel turned in the guys.
the
The cartel was like, we don't do this.
The cartel turned in the guy, and then they wrote a sorry note. They wrote a sorry note saying that
Sorry.
like saying sorry because they know like you kill some Americans, we coming after you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, to the police, the Mexican police, the
Yeah.
cartel was like, yo, we don't do this. Here are the men that did this. Wrong people. We don't do it like this. I was like, what? And they were all over the news, the whole thing. They put them on the floor and put it in front of the police department. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
so
He said, "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Me confuso with Haitians.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
so
I
mad.
know, but
I'm
like you were
sorry.
saying, definitely be careful when you go to all of these other countries because I've been to like out of the United States, and so one thing they tell you is you don't tell them that you're American, and you don't
No.
you
You
don't
know
care.
what? A lot of times they know too, though. They already know.
They know, but that's why you don't carry all your cash with you. You don't carry all your money with you
Uh-huh.
because you never
Uh-huh.
know. They automatically think you're rich. But
Yep.
to go to the comments, because I know that people wrote some stuff about the influential movements. I'm just gonna go over it quick before we move on. 150 years ago, Victoria Woodhull became the first woman to run for president. So shout out to her. Shirley Chris Holmes was the first black woman to run for president. Shout out to her. You rock, Joanna. Love Rhonda too. I think all women's pre 1972 are amazing. Prior to that, they could not have credit in their name. So yes, shout out to the women. Dakota Patrick was the first female racer. Woman breaking barriers everywhere, including sports. Yes. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Lady Gaga doesn't wear no makeup. Yes.
And the Oscar this year, she didn't wear anything. So
Yes.
that was kind of amazing.
She also had a quick save where she saved somebody, like a photographer or something that tripped over. Did you guys see that? Tripped
Yeah.
over and she
No.
went over to go help them or something. She helped them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really watch award shows like that. I just catch the highlights.
Me too.
I'm not even
No,
gonna lie.
I watched it. I watch every year. I record it because there's always something happening. Always.
Yeah.
What about you, Michelle? Are you
Look
big
at,
into
look at
award
Will
shows?
Smith. Poor thing.
I watched the highlights.
You watch the highlights? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel that way with a lot of things. Like my TV's usually background noise.
Mm.
Yeah.
I watch like the highlights for sports. I watch the highlights for award shows. I watch the highlights for the top 10 news stories in the morning.
Yep.
Like it's the OCD, I guess.
Yeah.
Or the ADD. Or the ADD, I should say.
Yes.
I watch it. I watch it because there's always something happening. And I wanted to see this year because I wanted to see what they were going to say about Will Smith. And
That's
he
why-
with the guy, like, if anybody wants to come and do the Will Smith, just to know security is up and going. I was like, oh my God.
That's why I watched the Chris Rock special because I was waiting on him to talk about it.
They actually took out everything, every jokes that he like, all the jokes that he had about Will Smith. They actually took it out.
They took it out of the
What?
Oscars.
Or,
No, they
Chris
uh,
Rock.
The Chris Rock.
On
Yeah,
the Chris Rock special, they took it out?
yeah, they took him out.
What?
Did-
No,
did-
I just
they,
watched it like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
What?
crazy.
I literally only watched it because I was like, Chris Rock is funny, and I know he's gonna say something about the slap. And he waited till like towards the end of his bit to talk about it. I was so tight.
Yep, I did see that. He waited to the end. But
I was like,
It
oof.
was not a character.
He was saying some stuff that I was like, oh shit, he went there. He's talking about
Yo, he
the
really
whole
did.
like whatever it was, the whole
He really
situation
did.
situation. shit.
honestly, I'm glad Chris Rock didn't like go on the
Yeah.
defense and try to fight him though. Because that would have been a whole nother ordeal and it would have looked crazy. That would have looked so bad. Like them just brawling at the Oscars. I'm so glad Chris Rock didn't go back and try to hit him. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I feel like he was so in shock. Like he still didn't know what was going on. Like
Yeah.
I think
I
Will
saw
Smith will shock himself.
I saw like his reaction afterwards, like even after they continued with the show, and he was like still looking around, like, is this is this really happening? Like,
It's happening. Yeah.
is this going on? Like,
Listen, catch him during the commercial break, bro.
did it? Yeah, he's like, did anybody play this and nobody told me? Like, what's going on? Like, he looks so
What's his
confused and
name?
hurt.
The co-host for that did the Oscar this year.
Yeah.
He's like, if anybody does anything bad, don't feel you can go ahead, give him a hug if they do something bad, because Denzel Washington hugged Will Smith after he smacked him. I was like, oh my God, no, he did not say that. But
That's true.
it's crazy. It was just a crazy show. I think Will Smith was in shock himself for what he did. He was not in
Probably.
his prime mind. He went completely out of character. He was not.
He did, but
So
yeah. Oh, I
and
don't
he
know. So
apologized.
a lot of what Chris Rock was saying was
Huh?
that it was anger that he had built up directed, like just in general, because of everything that's been going on, especially publicly within Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, that he had all balled up energy that he just targeted towards Chris on it, you
Yeah.
know, and reacted
Well,
based on that.
well, years ago, Chris Rock did say a comment towards Will Smith's wife, and they got into an argument. But that was like when they were before they had kids.
Yeah.
But they were dating at first. Chris Rock said something inappropriate about Jaden and stuff.
But like,
So I guess this time it was like, hold on, don't say anything else about my wife
Yeah.
and stuff. But it was like the wrong place to do it.
But
That was
when it comes to like Will Smith is a comedian as well. Like he does comedy. He should understand that, you know, like when it comes to
exactly.
comedy, it's just comedy. You know, like at the end of the day, it's just fun. Like, you know,
Exactly.
like
That's what I'm saying.
especially
Like,
if you're a public figure, if you're anything in the public eye, you have to have thick skin. You're gonna know that people are gonna make fun of you one way or another. You have to understand that people are gonna talk shit no matter what. You know, like even us being us on here, somebody could be watching and be like, look at those idiots, you know, or look at those whatever, you know, like who cares? Like you just can't let that bother you. Like you have,
right.
and the thing with Will Smith is like he knows that, you know, he's a comedian. There as a your job as a comedian is to push buttons. It's to say
exactly.
the things that people
But
normally will
that was
not
not
say, you know.
that was not written. What Chris said was not written in the script of one of the jokes that he's supposed to say that night. But I just
But
remember
comedians do
looking
that
at
all
it.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember looking at it and I was like, is that a play? Is he acting? Did he really smack him?
I thought
And
it
then
was
he
fake.
started swearing out loud, stop talking. I was like, oh shit, I think this is real. And then they cut it. I was like, oh my God, it was real. It went to commercial. It was like insane.
That's when I knew it was real. Like when I heard him
Yeah.
yelling from the background, that's when I was like, "Oh shit, this
Yo,
is
for
real."
real.
Like I thought it was
That's how you
staged.
know.
I thought it was one of those Oscar moments where they were just looking for like a moment to like to bring like highlight to the Oscars to make it like popular and stuff. But then when I heard him yelling in the background, I was like, "Oh wait, this is real." Like he's really yelling at him
Yeah.
like from the podium or from the seats.
Yep.
Yeah, I
The
just
moment-
I remember seeing her face, Jaden. When he said the joke, Jaden went like, and Will Smith saw it and he reacted after that.
But
And I was like, right.
yeah,
Let's
Wait.
just say we know Jada's pulling the strings around here.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Not to say anything, but I feel like she's like, she may look like the innocent one, or maybe to some people she might look, but she is not in this situation.
She's pulling the
She
strings.
is pulling the
baby.
string.
Oh,
She's basically the typical, like how we look at guys, that how guys treat women. She's basically the guy in this relationship. How like
yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
and Chris got him when he said, "How do you get interviewed by the person that cheated on you?" Was like, "How does that make you feel?" Like, yo, like that's true. Like you're being interviewed by the person who cheated on you, and she's basically telling you like, "How did that make you feel?" Like that I cheated on you. Like
Listen, that was wild.
who ended
That
up
was
being
cool.
gay afterwards? Didn't he come out to being gay? Like Austin, whatever his name
Who?
is,
Who?
the guy that she was having a situation with.
Oh,
yes,
August. Yeah,
August
Yes.
thing, whatever.
August, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they
I
have.
just thought that was too personal to be said in the rec table.
I mean, quiet as it's kept, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett are also bisexual.
Who? That Will Smith that he was bisexual?
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett are both bisexual. They've said it in the public multiple times that they experiment within their marriage with both genders or with different genders.
So that makes sense about August. Then him coming out gay, he was probably
I'm like, Will Smith and Jada have both individually come out and said, like,
I didn't know
we're
that.
very fluid. And I'm like, okay, work. That means I can wiggle my way into the Smith family.
There you go. Hey guys,
listen,
I'm over here.
Will, Jada, Jaden, Willow, all of them could get it. All of them.
Line them all up.
Oh,
keep the door open. I'm in here all day.
I will start with the young and work my way into the old.
Talking about the Will Smith family, Jaden is another Woman of the Month because look, she's got the table show going.
Oh, Jada Pinkett, yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. She did she said she wanted to do a red table just to talk about subjects. Some subjects I'm like, oh, why is she gonna talk about that? But
well, in that case, then if I have to piggyback off what I said earlier about Solange, then I could kind of say the same thing about Willow Smith too, because she's definitely an innovator for sure, and she's doing a lot of different things with music too that like other people might not have been successful at, but I dig her vibe like hard.
Yeah, there was actually the song that I was surprised that she was in it was that that vibe song. I want to be here for the night. I didn't know that was her that sang that. I was like, oh shit, that's her that sings that.
Yeah.
The only thing I know her from is from that I whip my hair back and forth or whatever.
Yo, she was like 14.
I whip my hair back and forth. That's the only thing I really know from her. And then I was like, oh shit, I was surprised she had another song. I was like, I didn't know she had something else.
Her new album is very grunge, like rock type kind of, but it's I love it. It was good. I was like, okay,
nice.
Willow.
I like it too. I have the CD. I have the other video. What you call it? It's not a CD. It's like in my
record.
My thing, my phone.
The one you gotta put down with the needle.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, come on, Willow. She's doing things.
Don't bang on it because it might skip.
Yeah. She did a song for her mom for her birthday. I thought it was so nice.
That was so cute.
Yeah, because it's like the whole family sings.
Yeah.
The whole family sings.
Yeah. Jada Pinkett had a metal band. Jada Pinkett had a whole metal band.
Wow.
Yep.
And I was like, not Jada Pinkett going alternative. Yep. Excuse me?
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, well, yeah.
So
that's how it is.
That's why I'm trying to get my way into the family. I'm just saying.
The whole family's doing something, so.
That's true. And they still keep it going on. So, like the kids don't really have to do anything. They still have money, but it's good that they still
really
doing something.
Don't.
Yeah.
They really don't have to do anything.
Because he said the kids have to build their own money. They didn't want them to be like those greedy actor children that was brought up with money all the time. Like they work. These Will Smith's kids work.
They were spending too much money on a third person to join them. You guys gotta make your own money. We got bills to pay. We got these people to pay.
I'm gonna just say this, Jaden, before we move on to something else.
Yep.
Jaden Smith is a way better rapper than his father ever was.
Yeah.
Period.
I haven't really heard anything from him, like any rap songs from him.
Jaden Smith he's a smart rapper. He's almost a lyricist. Almost.
Is he kind of like Tyler the Creator type of like?
Yes.
Like vibe type of music.
Yes. Like listen to Icon. That's one of his bigger songs. Listen to Icon.
Icon, yes. Icon is good though. I like it.
Freaking Goku. Goku is my gym song. Like all his music is just.
So, talk about celebrities. We're gonna keep the ball going with celebrities. As anybody knows, T. with Taylor also talks a lot about celebrities, so it kind of keeps going on, did you guys hear about The Weeknd?
Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
I can't.
So The Weeknd, Abe.
He got
Abel.
2.
Huh?
He got 2.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to host the inner
Oh, I'm
circle?
sorry.
Do you
I'm
want?
just
Do you
like,
want my
oh,
mic? Do you want to host it? Do you want to talk about it?
Um,
sorry. I
I'm
swear I
kidding.
pissed off when I get going.
go, guys.
Huh?
I
Oh,
I'm like, I can't. When I keep talking, I
that's
cannot
okay. You know
stop.
what? Next Wednesday we'll bring the light to your house. I'll give you my mic and I'll listen to you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So again, the weekend on the Guinness World Records. So Abe Tesfaye, whatever his name is, last name, more commonly known as The Weeknd, is statistically the most popular musician on the planet, and no one else even comes close.
That's
what it says. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I'm not.
I don't even.
The 33-year-old Canadian singer's success has seen him set 2 new Guinness World Record titles: most monthly listeners on Spotify with 111.4 million as of March, and also the first artist to reach 100 million monthly listeners on Spotify. The Weeknd currently has almost 30 million more monthly listeners than second place Miley Cyrus at 82.4 million.
How? How?
Miley Cyrus
How?
though? What about like Taylor Swift? What about all these like country
Yeah.
like white like people that listen to all these music? Like isn't Taylor Swift like breaking records everywhere?
Yeah,
Like-
her freaking concert just broke mad records. Apparently for like ticket sales, attendance, and something else. So, and I don't even like her either. But like The Weeknd, really?
Yeah.
I'm all set.
Really?
I'm all set.
I don't know. I heard it on the radio as well, and I'm like, people were surprised. Like The Weeknd did not come up. They were like thinking about like, who they think? They thought Justin Bieber. They thought Taylor Swift. They thought Mariah Carey. But The Weeknd did not come on.
Beyonce.
But something that they were saying, if you think about it, The Weeknd is everywhere. You know, they play
He
him. They
is,
play
but,
him
like-
on. They play him on. They were saying they play him on white people radio stations, and they play him in urban ones as well. You know.
Yo,
Yeah,
he's cross
movies.
denominational.
How do you feel, Michelle? How do you feel about that? What do you think about The Weeknd getting? You think it's justifiable? You think he's good? He deserves it? You think?
think he deserves it. I had a fun time at his concert.
That's
Yeah.
right. Anybody that didn't know, Michelle did post a video of her at the
It
Weeknd
was- it-
concert.
Like it was so good.
He was hitting the vibes. He was like, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
100% he was. And then he was like throwing throwbacks too towards the end, and it's like, what? No way. And it was just
But like, maybe it's just me. I'm a little biased because I don't know his music like that. I'm just like over it. I'm like, if he produced another song that sounds exactly like another song, I'm going to projectile like shit on the floor because I can't with him. I just can't with it. He drives me crazy, and like I feel like the industry is trying to project him as like the next MJ kind of, and I don't see it. I don't see it. Don't get me wrong, he's talented, but I don't know. I'm over his sound. I don't like it. Maybe he did put on a really good show though. Like I'm not gonna take that from you, Michelle. But I'm just not into him like that.
He probably knows how to entertain.
I mean,
but I feel
that's
like
something to
you.
be said. That is something to be said, but like I just am not here for him. I don't know. I don't like it.
I feel like you a little bit. Like I hear his song, and then I hear it 2 times or 3 times, but then after that it's like, okay, next.
Exactly. It's like, okay, enough. All right.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I do like his music. I feel like there's one song that he did a remix with Ariana for one of the like newest songs that he has. I forgot what it's called. Oh, Die With, the one that says even though what the name of that? Whatever. Wait, Ariana Grande. Michelle, did you hear it?
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know the song I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
All right, don't make me sing it because I have to clear my throat, and I don't feel like doing that right now. I'm kidding.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. So when I was at work, I heard a remix of that song with Ariana Grande, and I'm like, oh, I wish I'd never heard that. Like she ruined it because I kind of like that song. I think that's a good song, but I feel like she ruined that song.
Oh no.
Yeah, she did. But I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I think he has certain good songs that I like. You know, I don't understand. Like, I know he had like a video, like when he was on those videos of like movie sets, like when they were like he had like plastic surgery or something on his face. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
that was
Like,
weird.
Oh,
That was weird.
yeah,
That was
I don't
weird.
know what that was all about. But he supposedly they said it was supposed to be like all of them together, like making a movie. Michelle, do you know about that?
Making a movie together.
No, like you know his music videos, like you know like the what's it is? It's something with the lights, like one of his songs. It has lights in it.
Oh, uh,
And he made like the music video. He had like bruised up and stuff. Did you watch his music videos? You know what I'm talking about?
Was it bruised up or was it he had like this like face mask?
Yeah, like that's what it was, like something like that. But it was like he had like bandages and everything on it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like
was it?
faking plastic surgery gone wrong.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
something like that. You know
Oh
what I'm
my
talking
god.
about?
where they had the people sitting on like in tables and he was just there, like dancing around.
Oh my gosh, y'all listen.
It could have
I don't
been.
know.
It could have been. I think. I don't know. But anyways, I don't
Video
I
in
don't.
my head.
Huh?
I can see the video in my head what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, like on a stage and he was like in a suit, but his face all looked weird.
Yeah, it looked
And
like all beat up.
people-
Or
Yeah, yep.
oh no, at the
Yep.
end of it, it did look all like weird and stuff. Yeah, what was that about?
I don't even know.
Oh yeah,
Who knows?
I don't know. But
I'm so tired, like extremely tired.
that's her. Anybody that doesn't know, Michelle said she did only had 3 hours of sleep before she came on. So
Oh yes, you
Yes.
did. Oh
So,
gosh.
we're gonna
Michelle,
make this
you're
quick.
suffering right now.
so yeah, no, that was good. Like hot topics, we are talking about celebrities. Anybody that doesn't know, Tea with Taylor is on Wednesday. Sorry, we are today is Wednesday. It's on Fridays. Yeah, good. You want to tell them a little bit about?
Listen, it's that entrepreneur brain, bro. I feel
Yes.
you. Trust me. But yes, T with Taylor. That's T with Taylor. It's Fridays at 6 o'clock. Facebook and YouTube. We have different topics every week. I like to say my show is dedicated to queer and Black community. I love to interact with guests. We have a fun game. I learned, the art of entertaining with a game on a podcast through actually the inner circle. So thank you for that. Again, we talked about that. But yeah, T with Taylor. I'm on Instagram as well. Taylor Neptune, T with Taylor. So you can catch all of my hot topics there after the show. But make sure you tune in. And I'm sure you'll get something out of it, hopefully.
You get something out of everything. I always tell everybody
That's
that.
the
Like,
idea.
you can always learn something from everybody, no matter what conversations you have.
Right. That's the idea. I'm like, and I like to bring in people from the community who may or may not be sort of experts on the topic for the week. So I've had Ivan on twice now, and that was really good. And I thank you for that because I love having conversations, obviously. And you came on and you were ready to go.
I'm always
Even
ready.
though
I'm like, turn the camera on. Let's go. Let's
but
ready.
you were so ready.
Look
We-
at him. He looks like he could run a marathon right now.
Who? I'm
For real.
ready.
You.
For
I'm-
real.
I'm ready to go running outside. You call me. You let me know. Where we going?
Yes. He was like, "All right, let's go. What we doing?"
Where we going? Alright, let's
but
go.
I'm grateful that I'm in season 7 now. So
Yes.
yeah, we're doing the thing. We're doing the thing.
And special guest you have coming up this
So this week I'm going to be talking about church trauma. We're getting a little spiritual. I'm gonna, I of course have my game. I'm gonna have my hot topics as well. But I'm gonna get into church trauma and church fatigue. Kind of just talking about how, the excess conversation of over talking or over pushing religion on people and how that's affected the community and how that's affected people's mindset when it comes to religion. So I'm gonna get into that. I'm going to have my good friend, Mr. Sage, Mr. Dion Sage on with me. But yeah, it should be a really good show. So tune in.
Nice. Yes, we'll definitely be tuning in. And talking about that, last week I had Angelica that was on. She also has a podcast, Healing with Angelica, where she speaks a lot about healing, spiritual healing, mental healing, generational wealth, A lot of great conversation. So if you missed out on last week's episode, definitely tune in and reach out. Check out Taylor's episode this week on Friday at 6. We're about to pull out this game, Wheel of Games.
Oh boy.
We're gonna end this game. We're gonna end this night with a game called Truth or Drink. Now, if you guys watched last week's episode, I played with Angelica, where we're gonna have 2 questions come up on the board. We're gonna bring out the wheel, and whatever number it lands on, whoever's turn it is, will have a choice to either. They will have 2 questions on the board. They get to choose which one they want to answer and which question they want to pass to the other 3 people on tonight. So a question that you want somebody else to answer, you can give that person the question, and you can choose which one you want to answer. Do you guys get it?
Okay.
Yes. I had to refresh my drink.
All right.
Oh my god.
Touch up on your drinks if you need to. And
Let me get my lemonade.
all right.
Come on, lemonade.
And by lemonade, she means
like the Beyonce album.
Yes, there you go.
Ashley, how many subscribers do you have so far, Taylor? I don't know. Ashley, you should check out my YouTube and tell me.
Yeah. Go subscribe and let him know.
It's TEA Wit WIT Taylor TAYLOR.
All right.
Because I truly and honestly don't know how many subscribers I have on YouTube. I truly and honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, we all build in.
Taylor, if I ever get to go to your lunch, this is what I have right here.
Your lunch?
This is my little tea.
What is
I'm gonna
it?
show you before we go.
Okay.
My teacup.
Listen, that looks real good. That looks nice.
It's glass and it has this little cup, spoon, and everything. So
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I don't think we can put tea in here. I think we can put something else.
We need a
hear that.
nice cocktail in there.
All right. Let's see who's gonna go first. You know what? I'll go first since I'll start it off. I'll start off the game. So let's bring out the wheel, and whatever number comes out, I have to read that number card. So let's pull out the wheel. See what comes up. Give me something good.
Oh, I love this
Why is
wheel.
it 0? Is that 13 or 12? 13. Number 13. Let's see what 13 is. Number 13 says... All right, 2 questions. Question number 1. When was the last time you were told... Well, you were a total slob, and where were you? Or... What happened recently the last time you felt embarrassed in a public bathroom? Oof. So, let's see. I will answer the second question. What happened recently the last time you felt embarrassed in a public bathroom? And I'm going to pass. When was the last time you were a total slob and where were you? I'm going to pass that question on to my friend, Joanna. So I'll answer first. Now you get to choose. You can choose to answer the question, or you can take a drink.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna answer the question, because I was embarrassed and I don't know what happened. So I went to a game at URI one time, and I was having this Milk Ultra beer. I'm not a big drinker. I don't really drink. I only obviously drink here when I'm trying to socialize with you guys. So I was there, and for some reason, it like hit me really, really bad. And went to the bathroom because when you drink pee, you really have to pee really bad. So I was peeing, and all of a sudden, I just went boom, and I fell back while I was peeing. Like I was still holding it, and I could see the pee just like circle, and there was people in the bathroom with me. And
oh my god!
Yeah, there was people in the bathroom. They were like, don't worry, bro. It happens to the best of us. And I was like, why am I so drunk? But yeah, I don't know how that it was. I only had like 2 of them, but it was a Mick Ultra, and yeah, I was so embarrassed. And I'm like, why am I so like, yeah. So
that hits you. That wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was embarrassed. I could see the rainbow of urine like just following me as I'm falling. And I couldn't stop myself. Yeah, so
I
was embarrassed. So Joanna, I passed the second question on to you. When were you sorry, I also need glasses. I can't wear them because then you see the reflection. So I'm trying to read this because the print is so small. So when was the last you were a total slob, and where were you? Or you can choose to drink if you don't want to answer the question.
I don't know what you mean by slob. Like dirty in your house?
What's your interpretation of slob?
Like when you're dirty.
Okay.
Like and you don't clean for weeks.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Maybe you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all that stuff is like coming out, and you're just slobbing all over your face.
There you go.
When I was I don't recall. I don't.
Okay. You never had a moment.
So then you probably not a slob.
Yeah, you never. You know, you.
No.
No. Yeah.
I mean, that's
I'll
good.
take a drink.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take a drink.
Okay.
Because I don't know how to answer that question.
All right. Next. We're gonna go to my boss. So I passed it to you, Joanna. So you're gonna have the next one. So, ready? We'll spin the wheel. Let's see what number comes out.
I like this little wheel.
Number 2. Let's see what number 2 is. Hopefully something. Let's see. Number 2. All right. Where have you been most frustrated to find animal poop? Or what were you doing? What were you doing the last time you hoped no one saw you naked?
It's funny.
I'll take the one. Oh, do I answer the question? Or pass it on?
You can. So you get to pick which one of the 2 questions you want for yourself, but you have to pass one of the other questions to somebody else, and then you can choose to answer the question, or you can take a drink.
Okay, so I'll do number 1 because
okay,
I had a dog. I can't believe I'm saying that.
All right. So who do you want to pass the question to? What were you doing the last time you hoped no one saw you naked?
Where should I go, with Taylor or Michelle? Like, I think everybody wants to know Michelle if she was ever naked anywhere.
I'm so glad you said that because I was like, oh shoot, I have a really embarrassing story for that, but I'm not gonna share.
Well, she hasn't said yet. She hasn't said who she's gonna give the second question to. Did you?
Oh shoot!
I'm doing number 1.
All right.
The dog poop, and I'm giving question number 2 to Miss Michelle.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So question number 1 was, where have you been most frustrated to find animal poop?
So I had a dog, and I'm saying this is like, I surrendered my dog on Saturday. That's how bad. Because my dog was peeing and pooping everywhere. But the most frustrating is that he will go on my fridge, like against the fridge.
Oh.
And it will go under the fridge. So I had to move the whole fridge to clean under the fridge and picture it. And my dog was a pit bull, all black. So
oh no.
I saw your doggy, Taylor. I saw your doggy. So I go, I miss my dog. I did call today to find out how was doing, and he's doing great. They love him.
Wow, that's good. That's good to hear.
Got neutered.
I would have.
Oh, so he probably feels better now.
Afraid.
Those hormones ain't bothering him no more. He don't feel nothing.
For real.
All right. So question 2, Michelle, what were you doing the last time you hoped no one saw you naked?
So just yesterday.
2 minutes ago, the camera fell. That's all.
Just yesterday. I mean, I wasn't completely naked, but so the back sliding door has like that net where the mosquito they can't come in inside. So we typically open the net like by putting like our feet towards the bottom, and then we start on like it's a magnet. So we're like opening it from the bottom. It was the first time I with no shoes on. I had only socks on. So my fingers got caught in this little hole in the bottom of it. And I tripped over it. And I was wearing a tank top and my top down. My boobs are all out. Look at the side. Neighbors are all having a cookout.
Oh my gosh.
And I got so embarrassed. I started like fighting the freaking the net, and I'm like, we gotta take this down. This is ridiculous.
The one thing that's good about us guys, that if a towel falls or something falls, we got just one spot to hide. You
Literally
try to go everywhere, be like everything's falling, everything's not in one place. But no.
Yeah. Listen, that's insane.
Or not, but it was like literally like it happened. I look up and I stare, and they're just like there, and I'm like, shit.
Tutor and your tutor in the wind.
Yep.
They're like, do it again. All right, let's go. Michelle, we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what you get. Ashley says, that's crazy to hear, Michelle.
Yeah.
Jeez. Let's go. Number 19. Number 19. Let's see. 19. All right. What have you told people in the past that your hooker or stripper name would be? Or what is the closest thing you have witnessed to an actual miracle?
Oh.
You get to pick one, and you get to pass the other one on.
Okay. I'm going to pick number 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to give the first question to Taylor.
Oh boy.
Yes. I want to know that. All right, let's go. So Michelle, answer your question. Michelle's question is, what is the closest thing you have witnessed to an actual miracle?
So I am definitely going to say when I don't want to say I forgot his name. It's in my brain, but I it doesn't want to come out. But when he got accident, Ivan knows he got into a car accident and he went brain dead. And we went to the hospital to go visit him, and he is perfectly fine now.
Wow.
Wow. That's
wait.
Wow.
I'm saying wow, but you was.
I was gonna say, wait, is she talking about Tyrone Tilson?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, yes. Okay. I was like, wait, what?
So they diagnosed him as brain dead?
So,
well, I don't think he was fully brain dead or anything. I know that he had sustained an injury to his head, and I'm not sure if he was on life support or not.
Well, didn't he have like a cardiac arrest or something too?
I'm not. I don't know, but I definitely do think he was in cardiac arrest. I know he. I mean, life support. Or one of those. Yeah. But I know he was being kept alive by a machine for a little bit. They say he was gonna be a vegetable. He wasn't gonna make it, and yeah, Yeah, that was pretty much a miracle. And now
Makes
they're
sense.
like talking and everything's like normal, like nothing happened. And it's like, wow, like this person, they said they're either not gonna make it, or if they do make it, they're gonna be a vegetable for the rest of their life.
Huh.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
They usually tell you the good and bad. They don't go in between.
yeah, no. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, they
so
don't.
that is true. That's a big miracle.
That's
That's
very true.
yeah.
For
So
sure.
all right, Taylor. What's your hooker
Um,
or stripper name? What have you told people in the past that your hooker or stripper name would be?
Listen, disclaimer. Disclaimer. I told you I'm 30 now. I was a wild youngin. Okay, I grew up in New York. Born and raised. So yeah, but I'll say one of the more PG names that I came up with. When I used to tell my friends back in high school was caramel macchiato because I was like, I'm hot and sweet.
Common macchiato.
Caramel macchiato because I'm hot
Oh,
and
caramel macchiato. Okay,
sweet. Yeah,
I can see
yeah.
that.
I was like, how cute would that sound coming on stage? Caramel macchiato. And
La-
I'm like, it sounds a little boring too,
For real,
just a little bit.
ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, swinging all they got. Caramel macchiato.
Yo, you got the voice for that.
He
You
does.
got
He
the voice for that.
Caramel macchiato. All right. Yeah, see, that's cool.
That was the peak
I feel like
version.
everybody created. You know, there was certain things that said, "Oh, your first street and then your puppy's name or
Yes,
something is
that's
like
when
your
the
stripper
conversation
like name or something
started.
like that." Have you guys ever
Yes,
seen
just
those
like
games?
I
I
think it
have.
was like the street name you grew up and your first pet.
Your first pet. That's like your stripper name or your porn name or something like
That's how
that.
the conversation started. That's so crazy.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
crazy because I just thought about that and I was like, wait, I grew
My
up in New York.
my stripper name
So
would
I,
not be at all.
Your stripper name would be what?
Not attractive at all.
Why?
Spiky Hamilton.
Spiky
What?
Hamilton.
Why?
Cause she gonna
in
spike
New
your
York,
drink and take all your money.
I'm like Spiky Hamilton.
She gonna
Yeah.
spike your drink and take all your money.
Oh
Yep.
dang.
No.
Sign
Damn.
me up.
So wait, is that what, like, because of your street name and then your pet?
No.
Well, my pet and then street name.
Okay. Okay.
Oh. Huh.
Mine would be Bobby Whalen. My dog's name was Bobby, and then I lived on Whalen Road.
Hmm.
Bobby Whalen. That sounds like a
Yeah,
stripper name. I can see that.
no, mine would not be cute.
What would yours name be?
Ocean Rascal.
Ocean Rascal.
That's not cute.
Could be making that pussy work. Okay.
Yo, Ivan, shut up.
Okay. Oh
No.
man.
I
my
grew up on
school
Ocean
had
Avenue,
many.
and I always thought it was funny because that song, Ocean Avenue.
Yep.
Mine was a number.
Yours was a
So,
number?
yeah, it was 189 lucky. It would be.
No, so it would be the number. It would be like the name and then the name of the street, not the number.
So it would be lucky 189 because I lived in New
Oh, that's
York.
right. You live in New York, so they have
Oh, so you lived in
numbers. That's
189th
right.
Yeah.
Street. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
my
right.
street that I grew up with was in Diamond,
Mm.
but the street name was 189 West
Oh.
on Diamond.
See,
In
I grew
the
up on Long Island, New York, so I had an actual street name. But then I moved to the city after I graduated high school. So my street name in Long Island was Ocean, but when I moved to the city, I was on 96. So it would be 96th Rascal. Like that's still not cute.
Not cute.
Not cute.
Yeah.
All right, let's spin the wheel one more time for our guests. You guys can pick the last one, and then we'll end the night.
Oh boy.
Let's
Okay.
see. All right. Who wants to pick? Actually, I'll roll the number, and then I'll give you guys a question, and you guys can decide. or we can decide.
Oh,
12. Question 12. Let's see what that is. All right.
I was so tired, poor thing.
I know this is gonna be the last one. All right, ready? What had happened the last time you felt you were cursed? Or two, what did you say to yourself the last time you cursed yourself out? Ooh,
Oh.
who do we give that one to, Michelle? Who do you want to? Who Michelle? I'll let Michelle pick. Michelle, who do you want to answer what?
I think um
So what happened the last time you felt you were cursed? Or what did you say to yourself the last time you cussed yourself out?
I'm gonna give Tyler the first one because
Okay.
he laughed when you said it the
Okay.
first time.
Oh damn!
I want to know that story.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, Taylor. What happened the
Um,
last time you felt you were cursed?
Child, I tried to date somebody, it, and it ended up just being a carbon copy of the last one. And I was like, I think I'm doomed or like blessed to be alone for a very long time.
Oh,
I don't
man.
know. Because literally, he just started doing so many things that were exactly like the last person I tried to talk to. I'm like, God, like, what's going on, guy? You trying to tell me something? Like, I don't know. And then I find myself being like single for very long periods of time, and I'm just like thriving and not even thinking about being in a relationship. And then as soon as I try, it's like, nope, I've seen this somewhere. So I'm like, I don't know. I think either I'm cursed or God has something greater in store for me. I don't know. I don't know. We gonna find out.
We gonna find out. Couple years,
TBD.
we all still got time. Go ahead.
TBD. TBD.
Yep. So, Joanna, what did you say to yourself the last time you cussed yourself out?
Trying to think. The
Mira,
whole time listening,
puñeta.
I'm trying to like. Oh, I can't think of anything right now.
you don't cuss yourself out like when you bang something and be like, oh, what?
Give yourself
Why'd
a
you
little
do
pep
this?
talk.
Oh yeah. Like talk to yourself. What you don't say nothing to yourself?
I talk to God.
Talk to God. She was like, God.
Amen.
She's like, God, please don't let me spaz out on myself right now.
Take the wheel.
I know I just
Take
hit
the
my toe on the edge of the
Really?
bed. I know I just hit my toe on the side of the dresser, but please, like,
No,
don't
take the
be-
wheel, God. Take the wheel.
Don't let me cuss.
Oh.
No, because when the baby start
No.
getting here,
I
listen,
Mm-mm.
listen.
No.
I'm cursing somebody out.
Yeah, I'd work. Ivan, I
Yeah.
work. I told myself, you know better. You know better. You need
Oh.
to like, before you flip, before you do something,
It is
Joanna,
tough.
controlate.
It is not easy.
Controlate.
It is
Come
not
on,
easy.
Joanna.
That's the only time that I try not to swear them.
The work that we do is not easy.
I can
Wow.
only imagine.
Hey, imagine me. I went from the hospital to working in a high school. And I'm thinking, in high school, the kids are not going to die. You know? The patients die.
Unless you
You know?
kill them.
Oh man.
Unless you kill them. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
The first
Goodness.
invite, like, I got all happy, joy, going, oh, I'm going to my school. This is where I graduated. And then I told a group of girls, I told Ivan too about it. I told the girls, go to class. And one of the girls said, my name is this, write it down, bitch. I was like, huh? I just couldn't believe it. And then I noticed that the kids were swearing, and reality kind of smacked me in my face that it's not the way it was before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not.
It's not. They're not afraid to cuss you out nowadays.
That's why I said
Oh my goodness.
if you don't kill them, that's why I said they might not die if you don't kill them.
Yeah. Nowadays, I'd be like,
Because
you know what? Tell your parents to come in because I'm not dealing with you. You know.
yo, for real.
What's your name? I'm gonna call your house
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, but sometimes they don't even care. They're like, go ahead, call my house. Ain't nobody gonna answer anyways. I'm like, you little.
Yo,
You got
it's like
me.
my number is a big number.
I had a kid. I just went like this. I said, "Hey, you skipped class. That's why you're getting a detention thing." He goes, "I'm gonna call my lawyer." He touched my arm, and I said, "You want his number? I have a lawyer. I can give you my lawyer." And I said, "Are you serious? For touching your arm, you're gonna call your lawyer? Come on, whatever." I'm like, and he was in shock that I didn't face about it. And I guess the teachers are being they're afraid of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of the
She
kids.
said,
at
"I'm not
all.
afraid."
I am not afraid either. I'm like, I come
I
from this.
mean, what can they do?
Yeah,
I can't.
I know.
It's okay.
Well, we
But-
wrestle, right, Ivan? So
Yeah.
in our mind, we are
It's definitely not
tackling
the
down
same
these
now
kids.
either at all.
It's not the same at all than what it was before. Like now it's just like there's so much, and now it's like now you gotta wait for them to record their TikTok videos before they go to class.
Yo.
It's like you gotta go to class. Like, hold on, I'm recording a video. It's like, the bell rang like 15 minutes ago. What are you talking about?
Like, do something with yourself. Get out of here.
Yes.
Yep.
But that's
It's-
society. We gotta work on that. I know there was a lot that more stuff that we want to talk about. I know we want to talk about Trump indictment. I want to talk about, I want to talk about something else. But I know it's getting late. It's already been over an hour. It's been an hour and a half. But
Oh, damn.
I know I know it goes by fast. But
Oh, wow.
maybe like it's gonna be a part 2 or something. We'll have to make this another time. But yeah,
Okay,
because
okay.
we can do it.
we
We
still
can do it, right, Taylor?
huh.
Taylor, we
Yeah, because I
can
want to
do
talk
it,
about
right?
a lot of other stuff that's going on. But we had a lot of good, conversation. I didn't want to interrupt it. But next time we come on, we got to talk about Trump indictment. Maybe next week we can talk about that.
Listen, I'm definitely talking about that on Friday, okay?
Oh damn! Maybe I'll tune in and join in the conversation in the
Okay.
comments. But
Okay.
yeah. So you want me to do it?
What you gonna do?
You can do it.
What am I gonna do? I'm about to shut this bitch down.
Shut it down, Ivan.
I'm about to shut this bitch down. Nah. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, John. Thank you, everybody that watched on Facebook and watched on YouTube. Joanna, thank you for coming on tonight with us and joining us. My boy Taylor, thank you for coming on tonight and joining the conversation. It was a good conversation. Everybody check him out. Tea with Taylor on Fridays. Every Friday, 6 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube as well. Or
Yep.
no. And YouTube as well.
Spotify too.
And Spotify. There you go. But definitely subscribe, like, and share the Inner Circle. We're here Wednesdays, joining the conversation. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Check our own personal Instagrams in the description. iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. Share with your mama, share with your daddy, share with your hookup, share with your side piece, share with your
Not the side piece.
side piece. Gotta know too. How they gonna hear about the Inner Circle if you don't tell the side piece? The side piece ain't gonna
Right.
know about it.
Oh,
As soon as they leave the house and you pass them the towel, you be like, "Are you subscribed to the Inner Circle?" They on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.
Yo, you're annoying.
Yeah, and then you tell them they can go, and then you call them the Uber, but you make sure they subscribe. You check their phone. But yes, definitely check us out.
I got you.
You got to. How they gonna know? They're gonna miss out. They're gonna miss out on good conversations. They're gonna subscribe. But we'll check you guys out. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you guys the rest of the weekend sometime. Peace. Bye.
Later.